Hello everyone. So today we want to show our presentation and explain to you. Our presentation is about pros and cons of online education. Before we start our presentation, let me introduce you our members. Fitrianis Fauziah, Dewi Putri Rachmawati, Charissa Zefanya, Christy Emmanuela, and last Asma Qonita. And now I want to explain you about the definition of online education. So basically, online education is the education that takes place online or over the internet, or we call it as online learning or e-learning. In this type of education, we use computers, laptops, or smartphones, and a high-speed internet connection. We mostly use this kind of education when we face our pandemic era, COVID-19, so we use online learning. Online learning also means educational experience that has no physical boundary. It allows for students to take part in classes and interact with peers from any location.
Okay, I will explain the difference between online and offline classes. Offline classes is asked to interact with the teacher properly and directly. The main difference between online and offline classes is the mode of teaching. Online learning happens through computer, laptop, or any device with help of the internet, while offline learning happens in a physical setting such as classroom. The student needs to be present in the classroom as the teacher teaches and dictates notes to them in offline classes. On the contrary, students can learn from anywhere and gain access to many learning sources and informative videos and PDFs at any time via online classes. Today's generation is more familiar with online classes than traditional classroom. They are accustomed to online classes that thought of going back to school itself is scary for them, while many of them prefers online class. Some students wish to go back to the school. Online education into prominence due to the pandemic and has dealt with many challenges. Ensure children are disciplined and coached systematically. We cannot for sure say that offline class is better than online class. Therefore, here is some pros and cons of online education.
Okay, thank you. I will explain about the pros of online education. The first one is convenience. This has a relation between student time and course duration. So you don't need to commuting or traveling to go to the campus or classes because you can take the learning from your home or anywhere. And then the second one is less expensive. Generally, the online learning or education is cost less than academic classes because you don't need to traveling or housing to come to the classes or campus. And then the third one is technology. Besides you learn about the material in your school or classes, you can learn by yourself the new skill of computer or internet software. And then the fourth is no commute. With the time you save, you can finish your coursework sooner, and then you can take your time to do your priorities. And then the next will be explained by my friend, please.
Okay, thank you. The next is develop time management skill. When you take online classes, you are responsible for managing your time. With your course load and other responsibilities, you will need to develop a study routine that's right for you. The next was improve student attendance. Since online classes can be taken from home or location of choice, there are fewer chances of students missing out on lessons. And most schools and universities suffer from many cases of low attendance too. With online classes, students may study from anywhere they want to and even on vacation. This makes higher attendance and students feel comfortable about making study a part of their regular life because attending online class is easy. The last is versatility in learning. Each and every student has a different learning style. With online education programs, it is easier for them to integrate their own style. While one student may be an early bird, another may study well at night. With online class learning, it is possible for both of them to thrive, grow, and learn. Now, we move to another side of argument, that is, cons of online educational or e-learning. The first one is limited social interaction. There is a limited opportunities to interact face-to-face to teacher and other students. It may cause, especially in self-paced courses, difficult to develop relationship with classmates. And possibility of limited local networking opportunities. Most of them will make communication not with an offline get-together, but through email, chat room, or discussion group. And then no campus atmosphere to create social interaction. And the second was technology costs and scheduling, such as computer boot up time, software programs, and connection to internet. Students may be required to learn new computer troubleshooting skills. And additional costs of high-speed internet. The third is effectiveness of assessment. Most of educators are agree that memory testing is not the best measure of learning in any environment. But classroom tools are difficult to apply. It is difficult to measure program results. Question remains, are students learning what instructor is saying that they should be learning? And the next material will be explained by my partner, Charissa, and time is yours.
So, I will explain more about cons of online education. 4 is problematic of instructor. As software is getting more and more advanced, instructors are constantly trying to learn how to keep up. And 5 is more screen time. Many parents are concerned about the health hazards of having their children spend so many hours staring at a screen. This increase in screen time is one of the biggest concerns and disadvantages of online learning. Sometimes students also develop bad posture and other physical problems due to staying hunched in front of a screen. 6 is technology issue. Online learning requires teachers and students to have a basic understanding of using digital form of learning. However, this is not the case always. Very often, students and teachers have a very basic understanding of technology. Sometimes, they don't even have the necessary research and tools to conduct online classes. 7 is less individual support. It means like when a student needs a teacher help, but because the student in online school, it is hard for them to ask about the materials. 8 is sense of isolation. Students can learn a lot from being in the company of their peers. However, In an online class, there are minimal physical interaction between student and teachers. This is often results in a sense of isolation for the student. In this situation, it is imperative that the school allow for other form of communication between the student, peers, and the teachers. So, before we end the presentation, I will read the conclusion. Online education is a procedure of gaining skill and knowledge through electronic devices like computers, mobiles, laptops, etc., and it using internet. Online education has its pros and cons. I think that's all for our presentation. We would like to say sorry if we make a mistake, and thank you for your attention.